Mic working? Oh, it is. Okay, cool. All right. So today we're working on chapter two. Yes, undesirables. Where did all my pins go? Gotta have whatever. Sliders. Good one. Today we're Odyssey. Really exciting. We'll know the Odyssey. Fucking goddamn it. The Odyssey. Like a lot of cool, like really scary, gnarly creatures. I really wanted something like that in my comic book, like, or I guess more so just like an avenue, um, uh, like kind of create that sort of thing. So on my power system, and this is just for a lot of people that are probably first time the superhero comic. So I really wanted the power system to be something that was creative and like it has its rules and structure and logic and layers to it, but also like a little bit like spiritual. So it's not just like, oh, people have superpowers. This guy got a good superpower. This guy got a bad one. More so like, let's say something like Hunter x Hunter or Jujutsu Kaisen, where even if you have like it's more so like a play about like how certain abilities will just interact with each other versus it being like, oh, you have like the most overpowered ability, that sort of thing. Even though there will be just like certain characters that are overpowered and have these like really uh I'm really excited. Chapter one has been out since Thursday. Everybody's watching it. Oh, um, anybody's actually like watching this. Chapter one of my comic is out on Global Comics X. Um, it's a simple, quick Google search will pull it up if you search Global Comics Undesirables. Um, and it'll be the first option you. But the reception to it has been pretty good. I was really nervous the day I posted it because it kind of felt like, God, like this is the only thing I've been excited for, in the past months. And, it's been a rough time. So I really wanted it to be good and well received. And it seems to be doing that. So I'm really happy about it. But in terms of like numbers, I think it might be sitting at like 1,000 views now. Hit 1,000 a day, but apparently pretty good for that app or for that website. That's good to hear or good to see. Enamored with the like visuals of it. So hopefully one day, or not one, hopefully, but as the story goes on, more characters are introduced. And I want, but I can definitely see why you like at the moment. Yeah, so just hopefully as the chapters go on, people get more of a sense of the direction that the story's going. 'Cause to be honest, the first chapter was 100% more like a proof of concept or else. Like I knew that obviously it should set up a certain thing, kind of have certain context for later on in the story, but I kind of just like I want to make a chapter have that be it, and well, I definitely wanted to like it was this kind of thing where I was like, I got to do this. I wasn't really about like, oh, like what do I put in it? Honestly, the hardest part was just figuring out like, oh yeah, I will have to stuff from the first chapter because it is the first chapter, not meant like like oh this is your magnum opus work. Or just the proof that you could make something. And what I wanted, that's more so what I wanted. Yeah, so pretty good. I'm happy with what I have. If you're interested, yeah, for sure, take a minute to after this. Everybody's watching this later on. Just go ahead and desirables. Bookmark the website. Every chapter will be on there. I'm currently under the idea that I'm probably gonna do like probably two chapters for free. So this is the last chapter that'll be just for free forever, and then the rest will probably be paid for a while after the release. After a point, probably be free. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out kind of navigate Perkins comic in terms of actually trying to like produce one that like professional quality. Trying to do that. Well, technically this is my, but it's my first comic was actually a like like 5 page. I think it was on project I did for art creation. It was like a well, it was a concentration, so it was be the same thing like all throughout. So I just figured, okay, if it was supposed to be a then project, then maybe we could just make a comic and I might post stuff about it, but it was essentially very like anime fire. Very anime inspired, and at specifically like Naruto, because I just like around the time was when I just like finished that show, so a lot of it like my bad. Also, last week was my birthday week. Was on didn't really, you know, but it was very eye opening for the first time, first birthday in a while. I just felt good. Felt good on it. Like for a lot of people nowadays, birthdays seem to be kind of like a reminder of all the things you didn't do or that still hung about, like all sorts. But this one felt like, oh, like I'm proud of myself. That's when I dropped my con. I wanted to, um, do this. That was actually for myself. That comment great. Just the reason I'm still doing it. You know, it's very hard. Sometimes I sit down and I don't know how I I genuinely how like that's how I'll finish, how it'll look, or how like it'll feel. I don't. It just feels like very like daunting, but also feels very rewarding in a way that's like, oh yeah, I'll just do this no matter what. And you know, just because when I get very like my brain. But if you're kind of wondering what I'm trying to make it like a haunting visual of sort of these parents at their son kind of condescending. Why'd you kill us? I'm kind of if you have it be like something kind of past. Oh, this very like out character that I'm doing right now. I really this one kind of inspired by something like I'm a very big horror fan. I didn't even really think about this at first, but now I'm kind of looking at it and I'm like kind of like the American Werewolf hallucination that I forgot to make that he has of his best friend guys. Actually, kind of like very like very like kind of by horror. Um, yeah. Probably gonna put this to get finished. This page breaking down. So I, you know, get rid of my brain. What's the word? Get a reward system. Um, because the movie it's so bogged down. Unless I'm going to like I don't know, that's kind of lock in time. Hellish. We're in hell because. Oh, jeez. Ah! We're currently burning because of you, boy. Oh God. Well, is it? Well, that's kind of funny. Well, I really like. I don't know. I like the dichotomy of like kind of having like very like casual faces, like kind of minor disgust on the mom on the right, and then on the left, the dad kind of just looking down, like kind of like, oh, you didn't finish your cereal, son. Come on, like that sort of thing. But in this context, it's like, oh yeah, no, they're fucked up. Like, what happened to them? Like, uh, yeah, like in, or I had a lot of issues with this chapter. Um, because I think I was essentially like kind of locking in. I didn't really want to do, so I had like a lot of like kind of frustration with like kind of like mapping out like I don't want this, and then I just realized that I just didn't like, really like what I was writing and drawing. Now I'm just gonna so I kind of switched it up and looked at it more like what do each of the characters have to, you know, like what do they have to be right now? Like where do they have to go? Like producing and kind of keeping it because I am only doing like 15 pages with chapters starting now because it's the easiest way for me to kind of break down like a 3 act structure, like kind of 5 pages each, which I feel like is a pretty long time. Not long, but a good amount of time for like certain like arcs and like little short stories, I guess, like for characters to have. But I not but yeah, I basically kind of try to keep it really short. I'm probably like like it if you watch it. Or if you like watching this. All right, pretty cool. I want yeah. Okay. Kind of basic that and bottom. And I Lord, I goblin, a brand pair of brogues, right on bra, one horse, all over. Very like thousand. This girl's gonna be all right type of music, you know. Like I've been really obsessed with like chicks, formerly the Dixie Chicks, but with wide open spaces. Their cover of Landslide, perfect songs. Wide space, Bruno, Matic, Beanie, two faces, yeah, yeah. Uh, I really wish I saw it earlier, so I could have applied this. Oh, too bad. I've never tried it. Seriously, bit of it always seemed kind of cool, but I'm never really that great in terms of like being entertained. I feel like while I'm drawing, I feel like I'm just very boring while I draw, but it's kind of like I wouldn't ever sit in like one space um for like more than 30 minutes, just like not do anything, draw this, save time. So I don't know, this kind of works out. I know I've had like a few people see my, not a few, like I think I'm at like 6 subscribers now. Pretty cool. It's from people who reels I post a lot, but I kind of want to have more content. Like, so the stripped back version of how certain things are made. Spider-Man trailer looks so. And the thing that is getting me really annoyed about that movie is people just forget for some reason that trailers are intended to mislead you. At least that's how they are meant to be. Like, in at least a little bit. Like, everybody's so literal about like, oh, Jean Grey is in the movie. I don't doubt that Sadie Sink probably playing Jean Grey. I feel like, yeah, the context of like I don't know if it's true, but hearing like Kevin Feige hired her, just the fact that they're so secretive about her character, and there's not really like a very interesting like, or really not interesting, but there's not like very hype Spider-Man like redhead villain-ish character. Um, that at least like a lot of people know. That's like um, and she's definitely not playing something like Firestar. That would be such like a random like thing, to be, like so secretive about, you know. Um, but I do actually think she's playing Jean Grey. I just think that it's very obvious she's not the villain. Like I could see, and the reason why I think that is because in the um, there's a character named like Dave Metger or something like that, and he's played by that black dude in the trailer, like basically asking Spider-Man for help and stuff. That's him. Where he's saying like, "Oh, we're facing a threat that we can't see." Like that. That's him. Um, and apparently in the comics, he's like a mutant hater guy, like hates mutant. So I could see the story going like, oh, people think it's this mutant, but it's really just like somebody else, and maybe Jean is on the run and she needs help, and Spider-Man helps her, and then maybe she helps him fight the person actually possessing people, which is probably gonna be the Jackal, 'cause that's kind of like something he would do, like in terms of like cloning and bodies and stuff, and the fact that what's it? Oh my god, I hate that I forgot his name. Or oh no, Keith David. Keith David. My bad. I didn't mean it. That he's in the trailer. He's obviously a voice in the trailer that you hear in the, especially in the first trailer. I don't know if he's in the second trailers, but he was in that one where he's like spiders have three life cycles, and that like that was definitely his voice. So I could for sure see him. Could for sure see him being a character in the movie, maybe being the villain. He might be what's it? Yeah, like Jackal. Like be pretty cool. Really excited for it though. Probably like the first superhero movie I've been excited for. Like the last Spider-Man movie. I wasn't even excited to see Batman really, even though I love it. It's great. I love that movie, but it was definitely like more of a like, oh wow, they're making another Batman movie. Like that's cool. Let's go see it. And then it just happened to be amazing. It was like, oh my god, you know. But I definitely wasn't like as hyped for that at the time. Like before I saw it at least. But yeah. So kind of nearing up the end of this drawing here. So but hope it wasn't too boring for anybody who's watching this. I think it just says I like, oh, 2 views for the 2 people that viewed. Thank you so much. I don't know if you're still here, but still really still appreciate it. But thank you for joining us. Yeah, I'm really planning what, and when I say I'm making a comic, I really want you to trust me. My acknowledgement that I'm making like the next comic. Trying to shoot for like a fun little project, even though that's kind of what it just has to be right now. Just because I don't have the results from it yet to be like, oh, I can make this my life, you know. But I really am out putting this like looking to make this like an actual like popular thing. I really want to have this be known. I think I got a really cool idea and really cool avenue for cool stories and cool characters, and yeah, I'm just really excited about it. But yeah, I'm finishing up now. So if you enjoyed this for the art, and if you're watching this on later, then sure, I don't know, just like say something, subscribe if you weren't, you know. I'm gonna try to just act plan to do like a full video soon. so hard trying to stuff in it, like editing it. But this is it. Page inked, and we can actually turn off the sketch outline. And so this is the full page, clean and inked. So thank you for watching. Um, hope you have a good rest of your day. Undesirables Chapter 2 will come out on Thursday this week. Thank you. Bye.